letters this week. So in morning meeting, I know that you saw that we were going to do this letter, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to give you a few clues. So boys and girls, I have some clues for you as to what this letter is, and I know you know, but let's go along and see what I have in my magic tub. Ooh, I have, what's this? It's a dinosaur. Oh, there's a dinosaur, and it's gonna make a noise. This is a rubber ducky, rubber ducky. You're the one that makes bath time lots of fun. So here's our duck, and Mrs. Spell wishes that she could eat this, but you guys probably still can't. What's this? Yummy, yummy. It's a donut, especially when that Krispy Kreme sign goes on. Ooh, boy. And this is, you guessed it. That's right. It's a dolphin. Oh, what game piece is this? Yes, that's right. I have lots of family members that love to play this. This is dominoes. And we're going to see this friend today in our story. This is, yes, it's a doggy. A doggy. So you guessed it, boys and girls, it is the capital D and the, the lowercase d. That's right. So capital D and lowercase d. Can you guess what sound the letter D makes? Can you say it with me? Duh, duh, duh. Duh, duh, dinosaur. Duh, duh, dog. Duh, duh, donut. Duh, duh, donkey. See how I got excited about the donut, right? Duh, duh, ducky. And that's the friend that's on our sign. So look here at the duck there. So when we write, we're going to go down one and do a frog jump. That means that you're lifting your pen, pencil, crayon, or whatever we're writing with, even your little finger, and we go around two for the capital. Down one, around two. And then for the lowercase, we go down one, up, and around two. Well, down one, up two, and around three, right? Let's count that up so that we don't, forget about that one. So let's write this together. So my loved ones, if you have a piece of scratch paper, any little piece of paper around, it's no big deal. Piece of newspaper, anything, you have a marker, crayon, a pencil, or if you have your little finger. So down one, around two. Down one, around two. Let's try it together. Down one, around two. You got it. Down one, around two. Let's move that out of the way. Down one, around two. Down one, around two. Good. You got the capital D. Let's keep going. Let's go to our lowercase d. Remember, down one, and then we go up a little bit on the line and around three. Down one, up two, around three. Down one, up two, around three. Now, if you go down one and you lift your pencil and then you go around two, that's okay too. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. So we're going to do that. You can also do that. That's acceptable. Because we're all learning and growing together. Whew, we had so many D words. So many D words. But I'll tell you what my favorite D word is. And it's down one, around two. What letter is that again? You got it. And then this letter we did last week. Over one, around two. E. Now look, this is coming up. That's the letter V. I. begins with D. And we also saw down one. You could go around. O. G. D-O-G spells dog. Word that we saw in our bucket. Do you want to try and do this, friend? Let's do it. We can do it. We can do anything. Wheatley Wells can do anything. Say, I can do anything. Good. Let me hear you. All right. Let's do it. D. I. N. O. S. A. U. R. Woo, we did it. That spells dinosaur. Now, sometimes people shorten that, right? And they just say dino. D-I-N-O, dino. So, my lovies, there we go with some D words. And we, of course, have a story for you that we're doing the letter D. I have my magnets up here. Special friend in our story. His name begins with F. Do you remember what character we read about last week? We had 2 stories with this character. Yes, it's Froggy. But it's in our story this week because we're not looking at the letter F, but we can always review because remember, practice makes permanent, right? So here's our friend Froggy gets a doggy. Oh, look. He's so happy. Froggy gets a doggy. So as always, this is that's right, it's our front cover. And there's our back cover where we see the barcode, right, my loves? And this is the love that keeps it all together. It's the spine of the book. So we have, the book is again by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Rimkowitz. Hope I'm saying that right again. And that's the person that draws the pictures, is the illustrator. Well, it says Froggy gets a doggy. I wonder what kind of dog he's going to pick. What kind of dog do you think that Froggy's going to get? Oh, yeah, that's a great guess. Well, I don't know. I wonder what color doggy he's going to get. What color would you like to get? Oh, that's a great idea. Well, let's see what he picks. It was night. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The moon, said Froggy. It looks like the tail of a happy doggy. Froggy and doggy. Those sounds sound alike. Those 2 words rhyme. Froggy, doggy. Froggy knew what he wanted more than anything in the world. A dog. Froggy, called his mother the next morning. Yes, time to get up, dear. We're going to the animal shelter. Oh, boy. What does it mean when you go to the animal shelter? That's right. I think he is. You're right. I think he's going to pick out a doggy. Yippee. Froggy hopped out of bed and got dressed. Then flopped to the kitchen. I think we'll get a bunny, said his mom. Does Froggy want a bunny? No. I don't want a bunny, cried Froggy. I want a doggy. But you can't have a dog, dear. Dogs are too messy. See, that's what Mrs. Spell says to her kids. I'll clean up after it, said Froggy. And that's what they say. And he ate his bowl of cereal and flies and left quite a mess. quite a mess. So if he doesn't clean up after his cereal, does his mom think he's going to clean up after a dog? That's a big responsibility. Polly started smacking the table with her spoon, singing, "Doggy, doggy." That's another character. That's his baby sister. And Froggy joined in, "Doggy, doggy." "Quiet," said Mom. "Or no pet at all." Sounds like Froggy's mama means business. At the animal shelter, Froggy went bananas. What does it mean when it says go bananas? Like in our Dr. Jean song, right? Go bananas, go, go bananas. Means he's like, woo! I want a doggy, I want a doggy, I want a doggy. Called his mom, stay here, stay near, and don't stick your hand in that cage. Even though we're excited, we have to follow the rules, right, boys and girls? When we go out with our mommies, daddies, aunties, uncles, nanas, pops, whoever's loving us, we have to follow the rules. "Look at the bunny," said Mom. "Isn't she cute?" "Doggy, doggy," sang Polly. Froggy joined in, "Doggy, doggy." "Quiet," said Mom. "Or no pet at all." "Now what about this darling baby gator?" said Mom. What do you think Froggy's gonna say? I think you're right. "No," said Froggy and Polly. "Or these mice?" "Mice are nice." Do you think they want the mice? But Froggy ran off to see you guessed it, the dogs, and was about to stick his hand in the cage. "Froggy!" called Mom. "Yes, stay here and stay near." Remember, here, near. Those are other words that rhyme. The ending sounds the same, right? "And don't stick your hand in that cage." But when Mom got to Froggy, the cutest little doggy in the world had stuck her nose out of the cage and was licking Froggy's hand. "Please, Mom," said Froggy. "Just look at her eyes." Mom looked. What do you think his mom's going to do next? I don't know. You could be right. And the little doggy looked back, and her sweet chocolate brown eyes melted Mom's heart. What does it mean when they say melted her heart? "I think I'll just name her Doggy," said Froggy. "Doggy, doggy," said Polly. Yep, melted her heart means she's like, oh. Yep, I think they're going to get their way. When Froggy got home, he couldn't wait to play with Doggy. "First," said Mom, "you have to put on her new collar and fill her water bowl and show Doggy her bed." "I know," said Froggy. What are some of the other things you might need if you have a doggy? So they have a bed for the dog and a water bowl. What else do you need when you have a doggy or when you have a pet? Yes, you're right. There's so many things. I know, besides cute little sweaters, right? Froggy put on her doggy collar and filled her water bowl and fluffed up her bed. "Now," said Froggy, "I'm going out to play with Doggy." See? Collar, water bowl, bed. Now he wants to play. "First," said Mom, "you have to put on her leash and take her for a walk and teach her to come and sit and wait. I know, said Froggy. And, said Mom, don't forget to take your pooper scooper with you and clean up after her. Yep. Can't just leave that poop around, can we? That's not okay. Do you think that Froggy's going to remember to do all the things his mom told him to do? Yeah, well, let's see what he does. So Froggy put on the doggy's leash and took her for a walk. And when they got back, he tried to teach her to sit and beg, roll over, and shake hands. Then along came Froggalina. Hi, Froggy. What a cute little doggy. And she's smart, said Froggy. Watch her fetch the stick. Fetch, said Froggy. What do you think's going to happen next? Yes, let's see. But Doggy knocked over the badminton net and the bird bath and sprinted in the house. Doggy, cried Froggy. Arf, said Doggy. Wait, come, fetch the stick. Uh-oh. Well, it is day 1, right? But when Doggy raced back out, she had Mom's blouse instead. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Sit. Froggalina laughed and said, good doggy. Yeah, she had something in her mouth she shouldn't have had. She had Mom's stuff. That night, Froggy put Doggy in her bed, but Doggy wanted to sleep with Froggy. And she snored all night long. But just before the sun rose, Doggy licked Froggy's face and scratched at the door. Oh, what do you think it means when a dog scratches at the door? Mom held out a toy shovel and said, don't forget your pooper scooper, Froggy. She has to go to the bathroom. Pooper scooper, squealed Polly. And everybody laughed, even Doggy. Arf, arf. The end. Taking care of a pet can be a lot of responsibility. That means that there are things that you have to do in order to make sure that they are safe and happy and that they are healthy. What are some of the things that you think that it takes to do in order to take care of a pet the right way? Let me hear you. Yes, that's right. There are so many things to do. I'm so happy that I have such wonderful and responsible little whales. Thank you so much, scholars. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I want you to be responsible right now and go and get your mommies, daddies, aunties, uncles, mama, pop-ups, whoever's home loving you, because it's time for Parent Corner. Hello, scholar parents and caregivers. It's Mrs. Spiel again with a Parent Corner for you and a little bit of inspiration to help you in your day, because I am so proud of everything you do every single day to help your little one to learn, love, and grow. Of course, it's another quote from Mr. Rogers. The thing I remember best about successful people I've met all through the years is their obvious delight in what they're doing. And it seems to have very little to do with worldly success. They just love what they're doing, and they love it in front of others. Parents, there is no job too big or too small. I just want you to find the joy in whatever it is that you're doing at this moment. Find the joy in every little thing, because those moments go by so very quickly. And whatever you do, be happy in it. Help it to find joy. There was a time in Mrs. Phil's life when I was in corporate America. And I made money, my kids were happy, they were doing really well, and I was so sad. And that's because I really wasn't built to be an executive. Even though I did well in it, I was built to teach. This is what makes me so happy. And I find joy in every little thing. Even when there may be some challenges, those challenges help me grow. And one of the sayings that we have at our school is feedback is love. So I'm really very blessed that I have a wonderful administrator that helps me to grow as well. So with whatever job that you're doing, whatever you're doing in your daily life, even when you're with your children, that is the most amazing thing possible. Even when they marker the wall or put Vaseline all in their hair, both things my children have done, by the way. Find joy in it. You'll laugh at it later. It may not be really funny now, especially if it's permanent marker. Hashtag my kids did that too. But years later, 15 years later, I can laugh at it. 18 years later, I can laugh at it because it's just a part of their growing and their learning and experiencing the world around them. So as you experience your world and you are contributing to it in all the wonderful ways that you do, I thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye. See you later.